Yeah.
You can confirm that there's a police operation on it.
Police operation has been launched, but it wasn't a police operation because it was just it's nothing to do with me. They were sending a drone up for another incident, but there was 30 people, 100 people on the drive, and there was 7,000 people live streaming on something. But the drone was nothing to do with me, and they've got nothing to do with the bailiffs. Even though the police went and told the bailiffs, told the other occupants at the property that the bailiffs wasn't going to be attended, but there's nothing to do with the.
So if anybody wants to know what that's about,
let me know. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know. Yeah.
Kent Police take great care to ensure that personal data is handled appropriately. For further information and to view our privacy notice, visit the Kent Police website. All calls are recorded.
How can I help?
Yeah, hello there. I'm just phoning to make an inquiry in relation to police presence at my property.
Are you expecting police there today?
Well, they did say they was coming down to come and speak to me, but they didn't. But they've had there's some police operation. I just want to know what the CAD number is for that, because there was a threat of bailiffs or High Court enforcement officers taking my property with an alleged writ. And the police have lied to people in the allotments and gained access to the allotments and sent a police drone up. So I just want to know what the hell's going on. So the police drone flying over the top of both my houses, and I just want to know why.
Okay, what's your address?
39 Glebe Lane and 476 Tunbridge Road.
Oh, Glebe Lane, the one that had loads of people around it earlier.
That's it. Yeah. Did you have some reports for that then?
Quite a few, yeah. Yeah, what was going on earlier? Because I don't know if we ever really got to the bottom of that.
Don't know. If loads of people called the police about it, the police haven't even turned up. So that's what I'm phoning you for. Why the police have actually launched an operation and sent a police drone up, flying over and around both properties without actually.
The drone was purely precautionary because we literally had no idea what was going on, so we needed to see inside. It wasn't anything to spy on anyone or anything like that. It was purely just to negate any major threat.
So yeah, I was just a bit curious as to why the police didn't actually physically attend either of the properties to speak to me at the time when all this was going on. Why all of a sudden, covertly, they've just gone and sent a drone up as opposed to knocking on the door or speaking directly?
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to try and find out for you.
I take it you're looking, there must be a CAD number and you're looking at that report.
Yeah, is it the CAD number you just want?
No, I just wanted to know what's going on. Yeah, any more information, because why didn't the police attend and come and speak to me?
Yeah, I'm trying to work it out. I'm not sure if it's something that they're just looking to do at some point today, or I'm literally no idea. I'm trying to find out for you at the moment.
Was there allegations of disturbance or what? Obviously, you've had quite a few phone calls today. For the police to actually launch an operation to come and throw a drone up, then obviously there's procedures and policies that you've had to follow to do that. I'm just
hold on.
Understand what justified that without any communication or contact with me, the homeowner.
Yeah, the drone, as I said, was purely precautionary to make sure that nothing major was going on. Because from our perspective, all we've had is a call at a certain time this morning saying that there's 30 plus people outside, and then a call saying there was now 100 plus people outside, plus being live streamed with so many thousand viewers. So we put the drone up basically to negate any major risk, make sure nothing major was going on.
Sure, I mean, surely the amount of money and time and effort that would have cost for you to go and launch an operation to come put the drone up would be a lot more expensive than just getting the physical presence of 1 or 2 police constables to come down to come and investigate for themselves, to come and speak directly. The Kent Police are fully aware of this alleged possession with this documentation, because I've notified Kent Police.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm going to just ask someone now, because there's nothing else on the report that kind of answers why no one actually came to the address. I'm just going to ask for you, right?
Yeah, well, someone did eventually. When they went to the other address, they just caught a police sergeant who wouldn't identify himself by showing his warrant card or giving his name or anything. That was just literally about to trespass on the property by stepping over the chain, which Steely says private property. Was going to just about to step over onto the front garden to go in there on a house which was empty. It only had the occupants that was inside, and then obviously some friends of mine come along and then they went. They said, "Oh, we've just come to tell you that the bailiffs are standing down and they're not going to be executing the writ. We're just going to go down to 39 Glebe Lane and let them know." And no one turned up.
Yeah, I get you. Okay, bear with.
Thinking about it, what's mad?
What's that?
I haven't even told them my name, have I? Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't asked my name or anything. It was only the property addresses, wasn't it?
Yeah, it didn't identify you, did it?
No.
How funny. So he's going to give someone details that could be anybody.
Police just trying to justify saying that they sent the drone up just to eliminate any threat or anything.
Oh, yeah, Bill.
That's it, just admit it, yeah. So how much money did that cost to send that up as opposed to...
Hello, you still there? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, mate. Sorry, yeah.
Hello. Right, basically, what I just found out is it was some police operation. We were basically looking into something. From what I can kind of grasp from it, is that we had word of something going on there, which is nothing to do with you. That's why no one ever spoke to you. That drone kind of negated what we thought it might have been. And then as soon as that was negated with that drone, that's why no one spoke to you. Because there was no reason to, basically. We didn't want to involve you any more than you needed to be.
Okay. All right. So you've had numerous phone calls saying a disturbance and 30 people, 150 people on the driveway or outside my property. But now and also the police, the way they got into the allotment with a police van and also 3 black cars was they stated that Fuggles' property has been repossessed this morning. We need to come in and send a drone up. And that's how they got access to the allotment to send the drone up. But now what you're saying to me is it had nothing to do with me at all.
From what I can see, the reason that you weren't contacted personally was because it had nothing to do with you personally.
So why did the police tell the people in the allotment that the bailiffs have repossessed both my properties this morning? They need to get access to send a drone up. And why did you state that you kept on getting reports of a live stream with several thousand viewers, with 30 people, 100 people, 100 plus people, and you had the operation was to go and negate any threat, and that's why you sent the drone up? That's what you just said to me.
No, I know. The drone was up to negate any threat and negate. I don't know anything about the operation. I'm physically not allowed to know.
What's the operation called?
Sorry?
What's the name of the operation?
Theft.
I can't tell you, unfortunately. I'm not allowed.
So, who's in charge, or who's the officer in charge of this operation?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out.
Right.
But there's a certain list that I'm allowed to see, and there's others that I'm physically not allowed to see that I don't even access to them.
So where am I through to? Is this control room? Is it?
This is control, yeah.
Right, brilliant. Okay. So you said about the police about coming back. So have the police got any interest or going to be? Do they need to speak to me about anything or any allegations?
No, there's no reason why the police need to speak to you at this time. We've got no plans to come back to your house. Although if you do have something happen again, obviously feel free to call back. We'll get there as quickly as we can if we need something, if something is going down. But as long as you're happy that nothing's happened to you and that nothing is going on, then we have no reason to carry on speaking to you or looking into anything to do with your property.
Well, I've had the threat from a company with fraudulent documentation to steal both my properties, which needs to be investigated. So I really would prefer if you can send a constable out so I can go through it with him and report the crime and produce and provide him with all the evidence, because it's caused me alarm, harassment and distress. I've notified the police. The bailiffs have been here. They have been circling. They've been here since 6:30 this morning.
Well, they're still there now.
No, they're not here now, but they have been circling the area throughout the course of this morning, which I'm sure you're fully aware of. Whoever's in control of this secret operation, which you can't tell me nothing about, will know about. So I would prefer if a police constable would come out, because they did say to a member of the household at the other property, I mean, why did the police, from no contact at all, they went to the other property and spoke to two individuals stating, oh, we've come to tell you that the bailiffs are standing down and are not going to repossess the properties today. We're going to go and tell Toby at the other address, and then not attend the other address to come and tell me.
I mean, I've literally got no idea. I'm not allowed to know anything about the operation.
Right.
I don't know anything about what the officers did while they were there. All I got, you know, I said earlier, I was the one who personally got a call about roughly 100 there.
Yeah.
That all I had from that was someone who was a bit concerned because there was a load of people there. In terms of what I actually knew about it, was absolutely zero. What was already on the report was just for kind of awareness side of you, that it was all going on, and that's why we was there to negate any kind of concern. In terms of what the actual operation was even about, I've literally got no idea. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
But I understand how it works, and obviously if bailiffs are going to go and repossess a property, they have to contact or notify the police, and sometimes they collude and conspire and work with the police prior to actually execution. So this would probably what would have given them this operation. So then if the bailiffs turn up and there was any problems, then obviously they can speed dial the police, give the operation, and then the police can come and assist. But obviously you have to do a risk assessment. If there's more people than there is police, then obviously the police won't get involved, or the police, which I have done before on several of these, is that they notify the enforcement agents that they're not going to attend to assist, because and basically advise that they shouldn't execute the alleged writ. But the problem is that the police said they was going to come and speak to me, to come and see me. They haven't come and spoke to me. I want to know why, and that's misconduct in public office, the way I see it.
Who said that to you?
Sorry?
Who said that to you?
The occupants at the other property, we've got it all on video. When the police turned up there, they went to the other address, apparently just out the blue, after the drones was up flying about, was saying that they was coming to come and notify them that the bailiffs wasn't going to be attempting the eviction or possession today, and that they was just on their way down to Glebe Lane to come and notify me. Well, we followed them on our drone, and we saw that the police car just carried on going down the Tunbridge Road and went out of sight. And they haven't made any attempt to come to my property to speak to me at all. What I do require is I need the police to come round here now to get confirmation face to face with them of what the position is, whoever's in control of the operation or anyone that can discuss part of the operation, to come down here and take evidence.
Yeah. Okay. I take it all this has been previously reported in terms of the fraud stuff, but can you just tell me what is actually has been going on in terms of that? Because I'm literally so in the blue about any of this.
There's a threat. There's a threat of possession, eviction with fraudulent documentation, and I've then communicated with.
Bailiffs are coming to possess your place
at 8 o'clock this morning. Yeah, both properties at 8 o'clock this morning. Yeah, that's correct. They were supposed to attend at 8 o'clock this morning.
What? So they were bailiffs, or they were fraudulent? Like, as in they were pretending.
No one attended physically. They was driving round, driving past, doing recce's or whatever it was they was doing to see who was there, who wasn't there. But that's irrelevant. They haven't turned up. But I'm under threat because I haven't had any confirmation in writing in any way, shape or form that it's not going to try to possess or evict the properties today.
Okay.
So therefore, I've notified the police of everything with all the documentation. I've CC'd everyone involved: the solicitors, the High Court enforcement, Kent Police, the Chief Constable, and the Commissioner. So you're fully aware of it. That's obviously where you've got this operation, whoever it is, whatever departments that's initiated this operation for my properties, which is obviously your control room, and you're not privileged because it's probably legally privileged, or it's secret or private and confidential between whatever department's dealing with it. But nevertheless, there is someone that's obviously, you're just a civvy working on the control room. No disrespect for you, so you're only going to have access to certain information, whereas a serving police constable, preferably sergeant, inspector, or someone above, will have access to this information that he will be able to disclose and discuss with me. And I'm respectfully requesting for the attendance of either a sergeant or an inspector to attend the property now, to discuss all matters, what's happened thus far, and where we move forward from here.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to see what I can do for you. Okay. I'm going to talk to someone who's one of my superiors. All right.
Yep, brilliant. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Look at the cost implication of a drone operator to go and send that up, and then.
Normally a police car just turn up just to see what's going on.
Well, you would have thought so. We haven't seen one come down the road.
What they sent a police drone to stand down the road to try and spy from above, when a simple police officer in a police car could have just come along and said,
"What's going on?" Yeah, because they know what's going on, and they don't want to send lower ranking police constables out, because obviously there's an operation, a secret operation that's going on, that they don't want to be disclosed to the lower constables, because they don't want the lower constables to have witness and have sight of the fraudulent instrumentation, etc., etc., of what's
going on behind the scenes.
Yeah,
there's something sinister going on here.
massively. Well, it's like with Bob's case. It wasn't when we was in Bob's trial, when they was prosecuting him and they broke in and tasered him and stuff. There was no mention of what he's now found out. Now he's got the claim against the police, and they put a witness statement in. We've now found out in the witness statement disclosure that the police, the bailiffs, actually had a meeting at the police station before they come round to come and break into his house and taser him. So that's evidence of conspiracy. Yeah.
Can this evidence be spoken about publicly?
Of course.
Okay.
It's in the public interest.
Make sure that it can be shared if there's.
Yeah. It's in the public interest, isn't it? It's only. It's just shows.
Proof that the bailiffs are working with the police.
Well, yeah.
Police working with the bailiffs.
Yeah.
We've seen that, haven't we? They just stand back and let them.
Yeah.
Same machinists drag us out of the way, drag me out of the way.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, mate.
Hello. Right. Just spoken to one of my supervisors. Basically, he's just confirmed for me that the only reason police got involved today was to prevent any breach of the peace and that kind of thing.
All right. So they can do that by drone now, can they? They can prevent a breach of the peace by drone.
Huh?
They can prevent a breach of the peace by drone, remotely.
No. As I said earlier, the drone was only there because there were so many people, so we could see inside without having to try and get someone who can only see a few people at a time. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
if you're standing there with a crowd of 100 plus people in front of you, you can only see certain things, and you're not going to see everything going on. In terms of what is actually happening, that's saying all you need to do is speak to your solicitor or speak to the actual bailiff company about, because we know nothing about it. It's nothing to do with us. We're only involvement is about preventing anything bad happening.
You told me the drone was for something else earlier. Nothing to do with you did in this call. You told me the drone was nothing. It was for something else, nothing to do with me.
No, the drone was there. As I say, it was nothing to do with you. It was to prevent anything going on because there were so many people.
That's a bit of a contradiction. But so if there was in this operation that there is obvious that you're
the reason I couldn't find it.
Right.
Just to kind of clarify, the reason I couldn't find it is because it isn't a police operation. It's an operation from the bailiff / court and that kind of thing. So it's nothing to do with police. There's no one that's in trouble as such. It's purely just to negate any risk with there being so many people and it just looking a little bit weird.
So what's the? But you was fully aware of the attendance of bailiffs for the possession of both my properties today, because I've put you on notice by sending the stuff, and also by the sound of it there is an operation because obviously the bailiffs and the courts or whatever have notified you of this.
Yeah, it's not a police operation though, is what I'm trying to say. It's a
So what was it, a police drone?
Did the bailiffs
It was a police drone.
So, yeah,
As
okay.
I said, police drone was there, so we could confirm for us that there's nothing dodgy going on. Like, there was that many people there. We just needed to know there was no.
But is that but surely if there's a several reports of disturbance, because at 8 o'clock this morning this road was chock-a-block, and there have been numerous phone calls of people saying about the obstruction and stuff. Then why what I fail to understand is why the police haven't physically attended, because at this point there wasn't any reports of 100 people.
We did attend. As you said, there was 2 black unmarked cars outside, as well as a police van.
No, there wasn't outside the houses. They was hidden up in the allotments with the drone, which we've got on footage. That was the attendance.
We went in there purely just to negate any risk to anyone.
Okay.
It was nothing to do with you personally or your address. That's just so happened to be there. The same thing would have happened if it was in the middle of some random park.
Right, okay. So as far as obviously the reports from the bailiffs, so you've had, obviously the Kent Police have had a phone call from the bailiffs to say that they may require assistance if there is to prevent a breach of the peace, etc., because that's what they normally do. Is that right?
No, we didn't get any call from the bailiff.
Oh, you haven't had one today? Okay, so what's the CAD number for the drone to go up, please?
The CAD for the drone to go up, hold on. That is...
Did they share any
0223.
Sorry, 0223.
0223,
yeah.
That's it. It's 0223 of today's date. So as long as you know it was today,
right.
0223 is all you need.
Right, okay. What time was the CAD created, please?
It was at 10 past 8.
10 past 8, okay, brilliant. Right, okay. I'm just making a formal verbal request for a subject data access request for all data and footage that's been recorded that's captured my properties and me and anyone else on my properties. And what's been done with this intelligence operation that you've performed to gather data in relation to the alleged threat for a civil matter?
I have absolutely no idea.
So
it's not there.
So
it's not something I'm not able to see it.
Yeah.
I wasn't there at the time.
No, because you said there's parts on it. Yeah, because you've already stated that there's parts of this file that you can't access, so you can't discuss it, or you've been sworn to secrecy, you can't tell me.
No, when I said earlier that some operations I cannot see, that is true, but this operation wasn't police. That's why it's not there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Operation wasn't police.
Right, so
it's not a police operation. It's nothing.
Okay, it's nothing. So it's not a police operation. It's nothing to do with you. So can you explain to me why it was then? After the police why did the police go and speak to people in the allotment to get access to the allotment to send the drone up? Why did they state to the people in the allotment that the bailiffs had repossessed Fuggles' property, and that's clearly what they've said? Fuggles' property has been repossessed. We need access so we can send the drone up, and they granted them access to the allotments. But you're saying it's nothing to do with me. But then also after that, the police constables then went round to 476 Tunbridge Road to then notify the occupants that the bailiffs wasn't attending today. So how do these police that are operating the drone, that's got nothing to do with me, make these statements about the properties being repossessed, and to take it upon themselves to go and notify them that the bailiffs aren't being... You told me you haven't had a call from the bailiffs, so how do you know that the bailiffs aren't attending to repossess the property? It doesn't make sense.
We haven't has a call through to the control room. So if an officer there has had contact from a bailiff, that's not all documented. They don't document everything they say to people. You know what I mean? They're not going to like walk around making notes of everything I've told
But if you
people.
got if you got a CAD number, you've got a duty, otherwise misconduct in public office, not to keep a chronological track and data for all and any information in relation to that operation.
In this office, we've got that CAD basically has a very short report, basically getting everything that we absolutely need
Right.
to deploy and do whatever we need to do in the situation we've been given. So what I'll do is, in a very basic nutshell, is I'll take details from whoever's talking to me over the phone. I'll then create a CAD for that, and then we'll deploy wherever we need to go. What's happened this morning is we've had a call from somebody,
numerous people,
who's told us there's loads of people outside, and we've then gone there to negate any risk. That's all that's happened with our involvement.
How much? What sort of cost implication is there for having two police black unmarked cars, a police van, and to launch a drone for a couple of hours, 2 to 3 hours? What's the cost implication to that, as opposed to sending two police constables in a car to come direct to the alleged incident to go and speak to any individual and hear it from the horse's mouth?
Absolutely no idea.
Does no one want to talk to me? Is that what it is?
Sorry?
Does no one want to talk to me? Is that what it is?
I've literally got no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So well, on that at that point now, what I require a sergeant or someone to come round to the property now, because I need to serve them physical documentation in relation, and to take a crime report. I'm not going to do 101. I'm not doing it online. In light of everything that you've just told me and this operation, to quell my concern with this drone and the threat of bailiffs.
I mean, there's nothing that they will tell you that I haven't already told you. It's nothing to do with the police. If you need further advice on everything that's going on, that's purely for solicitors and the bailiff company. There's nothing that we know that you now don't know.
There's a crime that's been committed, and that's causing me alarm, harassment and distress with the threat of the theft of my property with fraudulent paperwork, which I've sent you the evidence of by email to your heads of department within the Kent Police. So I need that followed up.
Investigation management, who will, as they do with everything else, they will go through it, they'll look into it, and you'll be updated with whatever updates we have. We'll keep you in the loop as much as we physically can, but in terms of today, as I've said a few times, the only reason we came was to prevent anything going on because of what we've been told. So
you've had no contact or communication from bailiffs at all today. Is that what you're stating, for the record?
Not through our office, no.
No. The Kent Police, have Kent Police been contacted by bailiffs?
I don't know in terms of anywhere else, but not our office.
Well, what office would it be that they would contact?
As I say, I don't know. It's not a police thing that we deal with.
Well, if it's not, hold on. If it's not,
bailiffs and everything like that is all solicitors.
No. You're okay. So all right. So you're saying that the bailiffs and stuff is nothing to do with you. It's not something that the police deal with. Yeah, that's what you said.
No, not at all.
No. So is that what you said? Is that so I can? Right. Okay. So if you're saying that the bailiffs has got nothing to do with the police, then why is it that Kent Police went to the other property to say that the bailiff wasn't attending today? If you're saying bailiffs have got no, you're saying Kent Police got nothing to do with the bailiffs.
In the moment, listen, what people find out in the moment, I've no idea. I wasn't on scene. I'm not one of the officers there who know anything about what's going on. So I've got absolutely no idea what happened while you were there.
Who's the investigating officer? Who's the officer in charge in relation to that CAD number?
Right. There's nothing for that CAD number. What I'll do is I'll quickly look.
There's got to be someone in charge.
No, not for that CAD number. No.
Right. Okay.
That CAD number is purely.
Okay. All right. Well, if you can look up both the properties, there's got to be someone that the most recent log data is someone that's actually assigned.
Yeah. If you've reported the fraud side of it, then if you bear with me a moment, I'll find you the officer in charge for that. and then I'll tell you what I'll do. If I email them and get them to give you a call, that way you've got someone there who knows about everything that's been going on anyway. They'll probably be able to provide you with much more accurate information than I'll be able to, because I'm very in the blue about the whole situation anyway.
Just get their number off of him.
Right.
Don't like them to call you.
Okay. And what department's that you're going to contact?
No, I'm just going to email the officer directly.
What officer's that?
I'm trying to find out now, just bear with. Right, what's your first and last name?
Sorry?
What's your first and last name?
My first name's Toby.
Toby.
Yeah. And the email,
And your last name?
the email address, which I've corresponding.com.
What's your last name?
I haven't got a last name.
What do you mean you haven't got a last name?
I haven't got a last name. My name's Toby.
Well, you've obviously got a last name. Everyone's got a last name.
No. Well, yeah, no, there's no point going into details in relation to the names and the birth certificate character. That's not me, the living man. I'm alive, and I've communicated to the police in relation to this threat. And the addresses are 39 Glebe Lane and 476 Tunbridge Road. Who's the officer that's dealing with that, please?
Right, I was trying to find out, but hold on.
Can you just do a search on the addresses and it'll come up with any...
That's what I've just done, yeah.
What's the last log or
There you
report
go.
on that?
There you go, Toby. Got
Right.
ya. Okay, right. Right, investigation.
You've got about 15 different names for me on your TNC, so it could be one of anything. I've got probably equally same amount of names for your
Just confirm
employees.
your date of birth for me.
I haven't got a date of birth.
Yeah. Stop being stupid with me.
Professional.
Can you remember when you was born?
Yeah, of course I can.
Really?
So can every other person on the planet.
Is that not is that not hearsay?
Oh, mate, you're being stupid now.
Oh, no, fertilisation to last breath. I had 280 days before I exited the womb. The registration of the birth certificate is not me, the living man, is it? But anyway, there's no point going into that. We'll just get by the date of birth thing. What's on the address for me? What's going on?
Right, hold on.
I don't know anyone that can remember their date of birth. To be honest with you, there was only...
Plenty of people told what their date of birth is. But
That's
they don't
right, yeah.
remember it.
I'm really impressed that you can remember being born.
I don't remember learning to walk either.
You don't remember your birthday?
I'm really impressed that you can remember when you was born. I'm really impressed with that.
Can you remember when you first started walking?
Good. Good to know you got higher standards.
No, I have to get dispatches or get get you on TV to explain how you can remember from coming out the dark and out the waters into the light. Oh, let's put the phone down.
Oh no! It's put the phone down.
Actually, it does make sense because it gives you all that data.
I mean, that's
And it
nice.
clearly doesn't know who you are.
Yeah.
And he wants you to,
Yeah.
That's really the
Oh.
RDNA.
Yeah.
You can confirm that there's a police operation on it.
Police operation has been launched, but it wasn't a police operation because it was just it's nothing to do with me. They were sending a drone up for another incident, but there was 30 people, 100 people on the drive, and there was 7,000 people live streaming on something. But the drone was nothing to do with me, and they've got nothing to do with the bailiffs. Even though the police went and told the bailiffs, told the other occupants at the property that the bailiffs wasn't going to be attended, but it's nothing to do with the.
So if anybody wants to know what that's about,
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
play the
Let me know.
video.
Yeah, let me
Let's
know.
play the video.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah.